Well, I'm excited to share with you tonight about the premium aroma loyalty bundle. This is a new bundle of oils that Young Living released in October, just a couple months ago. And there are two new bundles. We'll discuss the next one, the Thieves Home one, next week. But tonight we're going to focus in on the the premium aroma loyalty bundle. Many of these oils are going to be familiar to you if you've been around Young Living for a while, but some of them may be new and some of the uses may be new. As we always say, as I always like to say at the start of classes, I'm not an expert. I'm just a passionate product user. I love to read and do research on how I can support my home and my family with essential oils. This is certainly not an exhaustive list of ways that you can use oils and these particular 8 oils. And it's also not going to be anything that's used to diagnose or cure or treat diseases or anything like that. These are just helpful tips of how you can use oils in your home to support your overall wellness and well-being. I'm going to start by putting some peppermint on. That's one of the oils we're going to talk about. So in this premium aroma loyalty bundle, what's really unique about it is that you can add this to loyalty rewards. So loyalty rewards is Young Living's monthly like wellness box is kind of the best way to think about it. It's a subscription service. Think about in other retailers, you have some stuff like Subscribe and Save. You can, have your dog food sent to you on a regular basis through different websites, along with all other kinds of products in your home. So why not have that happen with your wellness plan? What's great about Young Living's wellness plan, their monthly shipping service, this loyalty rewards thing, used to be called Essential Rewards. So if you've been around a while, that's how you'd recognize it. Loyalty rewards is it completely customizable. So you can pick each month what you want to add, take away, put in your cart, take away from your cart, add to a wish list. Maybe if something goes out of stock or you just want to keep your eye on something. That's what's so great about it. And in order to qualify for loyalty rewards month to month to month, you spend 50 PV each month. So for the first 3 months, this is the biggest thing about loyalty rewards. For months 1 to 3, you're going to get 10% back for any amount that you spend that's 50 PV or above. You'll get 10% back to be able to use as points to buy almost virtually anything on the website, anything with the little purple flag marker on the product description. So you're leaving money on the table if you are not participating in loyalty rewards, because you're getting free money back. From months 4 to 24, you're getting 20% back. So 20% off of the price you're getting back on anything that's in your loyalty rewards bundle from 50 PV or above. And then months 25 and following, you're getting a full 25% back that you can then use to buy products all over the website. So if you're not using loyalty rewards for the ways that you're swapping things out in your homes, the ways that you're addressing your wellness approach to life, then you're really just leaving money on the table. There's no fees, no requirements to commit for a long period of time. You can cancel anytime. So this is what's unique about this bundle, is that you can purchase this, or a friend that you might want to share oils with, or you've talked about oils with, could put this as their first loyalty rewards order. And then it's not only their first purchase that unlocks that 24% discount for a full year, but it also counts as their first loyalty rewards order. So they're going to get 10% back on that purchase that they just made and be able to start their journey of that monthly subscription box. So another great thing is if you have now, Young Living has if you have 2 consecutive or 2 times of processing a loyalty rewards order at 50 PV or above, then you're going to get you're automatically going to qualify for a free diffuser. So these are for new folks. This isn't like if you've been on loyalty rewards forever, it doesn't qualify for you. But it's great that if you're introducing people to oils, they get the opportunity to participate. And it's just a great opportunity to share in a way that with people that is really an easy entry point for understanding. So what I'm going to do tonight is going to go over, we're going to think about this as a 101 for the premium aroma bundle. You've maybe had a 101 for the premium starter kit or maybe some other things, but this is going to be the place that if you are new to oils and this was the way that you purchased jump on, watch this, leave us any questions you might have after watching. If you've shared with somebody, you're going to want to tag them in this so that they can understand how to use all the great oils that they found in their kit. So these are the oils that are available in the premium aroma loyalty bundle. And these are the 8 we're going to talk about. I think prior to really starting, I need to say that what are essential oils? Maybe you're not familiar with what they even are. They're the liquids extracted from plants. Think of them as plant concentrates, or it's what the plant uses to stay healthy. And they can do the same for us. Our body recognizes those same chemical constituents that help protect that plant. Our body systems can use those same chemicals constituents to help us and aid us and benefit us. We can use them for aromatherapy, home cleaning, personal care, and supporting of many, if every one of our body systems in the oils that Young Living offers. Even though this is an aroma loyalty bundle, they can do so much more than smell good. And I'm hoping we can talk about that and you can understand that in a better way. They can reach every cell in the body within 20 minutes when they're applied topically. It can help eliminate toxins in your body. It can help support different systems of your body, the digestive system, the nervous system, muscular system, and respiratory system, and more. It can promote cellular regeneration. It can pass through the blood-brain barrier. It can work on emotions by accessing the limbic system of your brain when you smell these things and smell these different scents. It can promote healthy emotional wellness, relax and clear the mind. It can help clear and remove things from the air and offer fresh air for breathing, and be a really great alternative to chemicals and toxic fragrances. And specifically, as we think about this as an aroma loyalty bundle, this is a really great way to replace candles in your home. With that, that's the kind of a rough introduction. How to use oils. So there's 3 ways that we use oils: aromatically, topically, and internally for some oils. Aromatically, you can open a bottle just like I did right here with the peppermint, breathe it in, and it can be that simple. You can also put oils in your diffuser. I'm diffusing back here behind me over my shoulder. You can put oils on stones or jewelry that you're smelling. You can put it in even in your hair. That could be one way that you have oils aromatically. You can put some in your palm and take deep breaths, breathe deeply. That's one way, aromatically, and that's probably the one most people are familiar with. Topically, you can apply oils to your wrists, your neck, your back, your feet, just about anywhere except your ears and your eyes. You don't want to put them in your ears directly or in your eyes directly. And if you did get oil in your eyes or somewhere, don't rinse it out with water. Instead, just apply a fatty carrier oil around that area, and that will help dissipate the feeling that you're in, the sensation that you're experiencing. And another thing to keep in mind is that some oils are gentle enough that you can put on the skin without diluting at all. But if you notice at any time that you put an oil on, especially in sensitive areas or other places, maybe you didn't dilute or you didn't know you needed to dilute, that if any time that you can notice it being hot or making your skin red or irritated, you can just put some carrier oil on top. So that's coconut oil, grapeseed oil, sweet almond oil, avocado oil, any really good quality carrier oil would help dissipate that and spread it. For kids and elderly people and animals, often you want to dilute it more heavily. And I think when in doubt, you can just think about using oils low and slow. You can ease into using them. You can always put them on the bottoms of your feet for some of the great benefits. Last but not least is internally. Internally, you will note, we'll talk about, and you saw some white labels here. You can add a drop of Vitality oil to a gelatin capsule. to a cup of hot tea, a glass of water. You can cook and bake with them. You can add them to your marinades. You can put them in your drinks. It's just so great, all of the possibilities that the Vitality line offers. One of my favorite Vitality oils is cilantro, because who can ever keep cilantro fresh? And so this little bottle of cilantro lasts forever. It's so potent. And I like to just make a quick guacamole by putting a little bit of cilantro on a toothpick and swirling it next to an avocado. So the Vitality line offers endless amounts of opportunity for how you could use them internally. You can also put things under your tongue, Vitality oils under your tongue or in your mouth, or anything like that. I don't want to go any further before making sure that you understand the difference between the white label Vitality oils that we'll talk about and the regular oils, which have the solid color label like this, not the completely white. The Vitality oils are labeled for internal and dietary use so that they can be ingested. The solid color bottles are labeled for aromatic and topical use. However, they are the exact same oil, the exact same. The only difference is the color of the label. It just makes it easier for us to know which oils can be ingested. So in this case, it's going to come with lemon and Thieves Vitality oils in this kit that we're talking about here, the premium aroma one. But lavender is also a Vitality oil, as is peppermint, even though that's not how they're labeled in this kit. So you just need to know the only difference is the color of the label. Also worth noting that Young Living offers a seed to seal guarantee. So I would never recommend any sort of internal use, even topical or aromatic use, honestly, but especially internal use when it comes to just stuff you might find at the big box store or something you find in the dollar bin at Target. Everything that I'm talking about here tonight is exclusive to Young Living oils. And the reason why is because they have something that's called the Seed Seal Promise. And it's a commitment that they are responsible for these oils for the entire process, from the very bitty seed all the way to the seal and when it arrives in my doorstep. So they abide by strict guidelines, and the plant material is grown on corporately owned farms or carefully vetted partner farms that you can actually visit. They have sustainable farming practices and sourcing practices, providing the purest oil. They have great care is taken to preserve and protect the natural resources. They hand weed their fields, and zero use of pesticides is allowed. Oils that retain their natural constituents and therapeutic properties. Young Living works very hard. This is part of the thing. They're always wanting to make sure the very best thing is being offered to you. They use food grade distillers and state-of-the-art design and distillation methods. They use low pressure and low temperature distillation without the use of solvents or synthetic chemicals. Often what you're finding in the store has additives or has maybe even been derived by using solvents and chemicals to get the oils leached away. There's rigorous testing done on every batch by internal labs and third-party facilities. And the oils are carefully reviewed through every step of the production process in order to meet or exceed industry safety and purity standards. So it's well beyond the organic requirements that is within our country. The best part is if these oils don't meet these high standards, then they're rejected and they won't be bottled as Young Living products. So you can find out more information if this is something that's interesting for you to want to dive more into by going to seedtoseal.com, and there you'll find some more information about it. But let's dive into the individual oils now. First up is going to be Purification. Purification is a blend of citronella, lavender, lemongrass, myrtle, rosemary, and tea tree. It's formulated for diffusing to neutralize the air, cleanse your home and your work environment. It's also one that can be really soothing to the skin for everyday irritations. It's got, that tea tree and that lavender and stuff. Those are both really supportive to the skin. It is one that you could have on hand to soothe for your kids come in, they've been playing outside, they've got a little something on their arm, they've scraped themselves or fallen. This would be a great oil for that. It can help cleanse the air of unwanted odors. This is one that if you've got people coming over and your house, you want to just make sure your house smells fresh and clean. Purification would be one you want to definitely have on hand. This is a great one to diffuse after you've cooked something funky that, or not necessarily funky, but something that just has a really pungent smell. Like if you've fried something or you have fish or even if you've burned something, this will help dissipate that odor and get it going. It's a good one for bathroom sprays for the same exact reason. It's a good place. It's a good one for freshening musty and stale areas. You know, you could put a drop on dryer balls instead of having the first step in your baby steps to wellness is getting rid of your dryer sheets. And so replace them with wool dryer balls, and you can just drop some purification on there and throw that in with your load, and it'll help those smell great and smell bright and give a great boost to the scent. It is really good. Also, you could think about putting them in cotton balls and put them in gym bags or air vents or drawers, shoes, garbage cans, anything like that. This would be a great one to put in drops of your shoe, put a drop in a shoe or something like that. And it is also really the citronella that is in this blend. It's really supportive of the respiratory system. And so are some of the other oils in the mix are really supportive of the immune system. So this would be a really good one to have with a chest rub, just a quick coconut oil and a drop or two, and you could put it on your back or the front of your chest. Good one to diffuse when somebody is feeling unwell or just needs an extra boost for immune support. So that's purification. Next up is vanilla. Vanilla is produced from the vanilla planifolia, an orchid that grows long bean pods. The process of obtaining vanilla is extensive, as it can be up to 4 years for the vine to mature. The vine produces orchid blossoms, and they only bloom for 24 hours and must be pollinated by hand within 8 to 12 hours for the bean pod to grow. The entire process, growing, pollinating, drying, curing, and preparing for export, takes about 1 year. So if you've ever wondered why a vanilla bean costs so much in your grocery store, that's an explanation of why. But Young Living's vanilla is not strictly an extract or an absolute. It's both of those things contain mostly alcohol, and they don't blend really well with other essential oils. So because of the flaws in that of the mainstream vanilla extracts and absolutes, the D. Gary Young Research Institute worked to find a vanilla product that would meet our seed to seal quality commitment and still be able to blend well with other essential oils. So the result is a first of its kind extraction method that yields a vanilla oleoresin and fractionated coconut oil that diffuses and blends beautifully with essential oils. So it has a warm, rich, slightly sweet aroma. This is a favorite. It can be diffused or applied topically to create a warm, tranquil environment. Many perfumes have base notes that have notes that have vanilla in it. It is one that you can add to your bath and body products for that sweet, comforting, aromatic experience. It is, you know, historically, the scent of vanilla is known to impart feelings of peace and comfort and contentment, as well as being considered an aphrodisiac. So this would be a really good one to put on your wrists, just as almost your own personal scent. Vanilla can have a wonderfully calming influence on the mind, largely due to the positive associations most of us have with the scent. The smell of vanilla tends to trigger people to have happy memories, often from their childhood, and that can help elevate the mood and, you know, just offer a sense of well-being and comfort and grounding. So who doesn't love vanilla? This is a really great oil. This is new-ish oil and one that everybody loves, and it's one that kind of adds complexity and warmth to any other oil that it's diffused or used with. Not much more needs to be said about vanilla. Peace and calming, the name says it all. It encourages deep relaxation. It's incredible for supporting nighttime routines. It's known for quieting and calming the mind and uplifting the mood. And it smells really great while it's doing all those things. You can add this oil to your diffuser for a comforting, fresh aroma. It features, the blend features tangerine, orange, ylang ylang, patchouli, and the coveted blue tansy, which gives it its really cool color. In our home, we often use peace and calming for nervous feelings, keeping our attention span at good levels. You can apply it to your feet for full body rest. You know, you can use it in a roller ball, for easy on the go calming applications. And also really great for working through feelings of anxiousness, stress, worry, and fear. And this is a really great one for kids in the home. It's a good one to be diffusing in their rooms, or helping if they're having a tantruming moment, which, let's be honest, adults can have those moments too. And even maybe consider using peace and calming in your car. You could put it on cotton balls, or for, you know, the traffic situations, or you can get one of the car diffusers or a passive diffuser for the car. I've even seen people take a wooden clothespin and just clip it to their air vent and then put a drop on that, so that the air vent's blowing over that wood clothespin and helping kind of be a passive diffuser in the car. Peace and calming is a really great one. You won't want to be without it. Next up is Stress Away. It's literally vacation in a bottle. This was one of my favorite scents when I first got my premium starter kit 8.5 years ago. It does exactly what the name suggests. It has a way that helps us deal with our everyday stresses that we all can feel. I think that kids are drawn to this one. My kids, I think, are more drawn to Stress Away than they are to peace and calming, because it has a sort of sweetness, because it has vanilla in it. So it's got a blend of copaiba, lime, vanilla, cedarwood, acacia, and lavender. And it just smells really great when you're applying it topically, or you're diffusing it, or it's somewhere in a passive diffuser, or even in a spritz bottle. I think it's for bedtime routines, it's a really good one. And I love to diffuse it alongside lavender. It sort of like elevates. Often if I'm looking for an additional oil to diffuse alongside a blend, I'll look at the oils that are in that blend. So in this case, lavender's in Stress Away. So adding a little bit of lavender kind of really elevates the lavender aspect of Stress Away. So that's a great one to diffuse at night. You could apply it to your wrists. You could wear it as a personal fragrance. You could diffuse it after a long day at work, or a hard day at school, or something like that. Maybe even in the school pickup line, to kind of keep everybody chilled out while they're coming in and kind of transitioning away from their day. And it's just a really beautiful blend that has that citrus, vanilla, earthy, copaiba, and acacia. So Stress Away is a go-to one in our house. Next up is peppermint. That's what I use here in the beginning. Peppermint is one of the oils that I'll never really probably likely find myself without. It's always one that we have here on hand. It has a really invigorating aroma that can be diffused to create an environment conducive to work or study. I know somebody that pops peppermint and a citrus oil in their diffuser to start their days. They have that already ready, so they can just hit start, kind of wake themselves up, invigorate themselves. It's a really good one to apply topically to muscles or joints to help soothe them, or, you know, just help support your muscles and joints following activity or difficulty. Peppermint Vitality, which that, again, we're talking about a label distinction. Peppermint Vitality has a really great and refreshing flavor. It is, again, peppermint and peppermint Vitality are the same oil. It's really good for supporting the digestive system for occasional nausea and digestion. This is one that I'll often have about 15 or 20 drops in a bottle, and then I'll fill the rest with carrier oil, and then the kids just know they can go grab it. They love the way that smells as compared to, say, a digest. Peppermint's just really invigorating and uplifting. A drop of peppermint Vitality in a glass of water filled up with 8 ounces can really help if something's just not sitting right digestively. You can put it on your temples or the back of your neck to kind of help wake you up. It'd be a good one. It's one that I go to often if somebody's complaining of just tension, head tension or discomfort. I'll have them swipe it on their hairline or on the back of their neck or wherever they're experiencing it. Again, great for focus and clarity. It's really good for the feeling of nausea in like the car, even. It's a good one. So that's a good one to have on hand to just be able to pass back if somebody's not feeling well, they're experiencing car sickness and they just need a little bit of relief. This is my favorite one to take when I go to vendor events. We love to put this on people because we'll even put it with a carrier and we'll just put it in their palm and have them rub their hands together and take a deep breath. And they're like, wow, because this is unlike any other peppermint experience you've had heretofore. So peppermint's just a really good all around oil. Peppermint Vitality is really great in baking. We love to make peppermint brownies, especially this time of year around the holidays. You could even just use a brownie box mix that you like and add 2 drops to the batter and it tastes super great. You can pair it with mint ice cream, peppermint ice cream, and it is just a knockout. So peppermint is one that you don't want to be without. Next up is lavender. We like to call this the Swiss Army knife of oils, and you'll likely find yourself reaching for it often. Just a drop can help soothe skin, especially after days of being out in the sun too long, or if you've been cooking and you grab something hot and didn't realize it was hot, immediately go get that lavender and start applying it every 15 minutes topically. It will really support the skin in those acute situations. And you could drop, I know many people who like to drop some in a drop or 2 into a tube of mascara. And it's really great and supportive for longer, fuller eyelashes. It's very calming. I think most people have like a cultural understanding of what we historically have a cultural understanding of how lavender smells. But often when people smell our lavender, they're like, oh, wow, this is very different because it's in so many bath products and so many body products and so many skincare routines that people don't really know what real lavender smells like. And so when you get our smell of lavender, the floral smell of it and just the purity of it is so compelling. It's just very calming. We use it to support a good night's rest and relaxing environment. Like I said, this is a great one to add to stress away. It's also a great one to add to peace and calming. Lavender is often what I'm reaching for when I'm putting diffusers on at night, especially in the kids' rooms. It's one that you can put on your hands, rub together, take a deep breath, and then rub your hands all over your pillow for a really helpful and restful night of sleep. Next up is lemon vitality. So you can see the difference between these 2 labels, right? This is the distinction between the vitality line and the regular essential oil line. Again, same bottle, different label. So if you see something that's available in a vitality, then that same oil often is offered in a 15 milliliter. The 15 milliliter is obviously going to be the better deal. But it's great that we have this vitality line. It has a fresh citrusy flavor, as you might guess. It's cold pressed from the rind. And it is one that you need. The only thing about this is when you can apply it topically, but you don't want to go into the sun. It's photosensitive. So if it will create a burn on you. So if this is a part of a skincare routine, you want to be doing that at nighttime, not in the morning or in the middle of the day when you're about to go out. You can use it for baking. Like think about, I have a lemon chicken recipe that I love to use lemon for. I love to also add a drop in any like mixed drink that has lemon in it. I love an amaretto sour with just 1 drop of lemon added. It's really great. It's really good to put in your water if you have a hard time drinking water and remembering to drink enough water. It's really good because the lemon will help flush out the toxins and keep you healthy and well. It can also, to show you this full spectrum of how things can help us, it can also get sticky things off. So this is one that if you got something gummy that won't come off, lemon is our go-to for that. I'll even do it on surfaces sometimes, that if I feel like I can't get something off, I'll try lemon. It's one that we love to use in DIY cleaning recipes because of that power that it has of getting greasy stuff off. I add it to Thieves Cleaner sometimes, or in some baking soda with Thieves Cleaner to just get that extra grease effect. It's very good for our bodies. And I think you've probably heard people use lemon juice in their water for the same reason, but the difference is the lemon juice has all that acid that does not go well with the enamel of our teeth, and so you can help get some of those same benefits without having to deal with the concerns about the enamel on your teeth. So lemon is just an all-around great one to have when diffused with peppermint. It is really good for focus and clarity. When you combine peppermint, lavender, and lemon, you now have created the seasonal discomfort trio. This is a good one to come in your diffuser to make a roller ball with those three: lemon, lavender, peppermint in your roller ball with a carrier oil, and just carry around anytime you're experiencing that spring feeling of discomfort. You can put it on your sinuses, you can put it on your jawbone, just like wherever. You can even take internally these things to help support your body's response to seasonal discomfort. Super versatile oil. And last but certainly not least is the Thieves Vitality. I feel like this almost needs no introduction. It was inspired by the legend of four thieves who formulated a combination of clove, rosemary, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and lemon. And they used that combination to rob the dead and dying. They would put it on a handkerchief and cover their noses, and to rob the dead and dying during the plague. And when they were finally caught, they were supposedly given a more lenient sentence if they were willing to disclose how it was that they were able to do all that, but themselves not get sick. It is one of the most popular blends that Young Living has. We have an entire home cleaning line as a result of this Thieves product. Often it's one that people know, even if they don't know much about Young Living, they recognize the Thieves oil and what it's good for. It is incredibly immune supporting. It is one that I will reach for. This is another one I will never be without. I'll ingest capsules of Thieves Vitality, 6 to 8 drops. I'll take it with food if I'm feeling like I'm falling below the wellness line and my immune system needs a little bit of extra support. I'll take a capsule of Thieves 2 to 3 times a day if needed. I will put a drop under my tongue hourly if I'm feeling unwell, or even if I just know that I've been out around and I know there were a lot of people coughing in the store. I was in a really crowded area. It's, that time of year. I might just put a drop of Thieves under my tongue when I get home, just to support my immune system. People often love to make an immune roller that involves Thieves, and you could put that on the bottom of your feet regularly, either before kids go off to school, before they put their socks on, or maybe when they get home as part of their nighttime routine. This is a great one to diffuse for all of those same reasons. And it's just really highly effective in that. It's also another great one to diffuse for odors and wanting to cleanse the air and make it smell good. It is just really refreshing. It almost smells, I've smelled Christmas spirit. And so if you smell Christmas spirit, it's hard to say Thieves smells like Christmas, because I think Christmas spirit smells like Christmas, but Thieves is a really great oil that's really reminiscent of Christmas time. And that's that cinnamon and clove and those types of things. We use Thieves daily and to keep everything in tip-top shape. Some people love to make a Thieves tea and we say tea in air quotes because it's a little bit of honey, a drop of Thieves, a drop of lemon, fill it with hot water and stir that up, and you've got yourself a Thieves tea. In fact, my mom has replaced her afternoon coffee at work by doing that. So Thieves is just one that I won't be without. So that is your Aroma, your premium Aroma loyalty bundle. If you're new to essential oils, I hope it's been a good toe in the water of how we can use essential oils and kind of what's your appetite for what else might be available to you and how else you can use these things. If maybe you entered in for a great smell and ditching out your candles, and you didn't have any idea how beneficial all of these oils can be in so many different ways. Maybe you know somebody that you have shared oils with, or they've come to your home and they've seen your diffuser and they really like it. This would be a really great entry point to help them get into some really great smelling oils, and then begin to understand all the other ways that we know these oils can be used for. So I hope you found this to be beneficial. If I've missed something, or you have a favorite thing about one of these oils, please leave that in the comments. We'd love to hear them. And we will see you next time.